Hello everyone, and welcome back to Humble Heart Horsemanship. My name is Sabryna. This is my horse Gunner over there enjoying the beautiful luscious spring grass. And in today's video, we are tackling the subject of how to prepare your pastures for spring grazing. So I just started renting this pasture a few days ago, and it's pretty big. It goes like all the way over there and a little bit down here. It's really important that when you have a pasture or a dry lot or really any space that your horse is going to be in, you want to make sure that it's safe for the horse and all prepared. This specific pasture was sitting for 7 months untouched. So there was actually quite a bit of preparation I needed to do to make sure that this pasture was going to be safe for Gunner. First things first, you always want to go around the perimeter of your pasture or dry lot and check the fence lines. Make sure that there's no trees or branches laying over the fence lines. You want to make sure that if you have hot wire, that nothing is interrupting it and touching the hot wire. Check the fence, make sure that no wire is poking out and that anything could injure your horse. Once you have walked the entire perimeter and have checked those fence lines on horseback or on ground, I actually just did it on the ground walking around because exercise is good, right? The second thing you're going to do is you're going to walk around your entire pasture and check for any poisonous plants. There is a very, very long list of plants, bushes, and trees poisonous to horses. Some of the most common ones include tansy, buttercup, ragwort, foxglove, maple trees, oak trees, bracken fern, and so many others that I just cannot remember right now. But I will put a link to a list of poisonous plants, bushes, and trees to horses down below. Make sure that you are familiar what those plants, bushes, and trees look like when you go combing your entire pasture, and if you find any of them, remove them ASAP. Our last step is to walk around and examine the ground for anything that could injure your horse. I'm talking about, tree branches, or rocks or nails, anything like that. Like I talked about in a previous video, horses will always find something to hurt themselves with. It always happens. So they're basically gigantic toddlers, and if there is trouble, they're gonna find a way to get into there and cause you some extreme vet bills, and it's just gonna happen. So always make sure that your pasture and your dry lot is free from anything that could even possibly hurt your horse. Actually, a few days ago, I walked around this pasture combing it for any tree branches, and I removed a lot of them. A lot of people might think, hey, how could a horse actually injure themselves with a tree branch? Like, aren't they wild animals that live in nature and all this stuff? That is true. But actually, we had a horse here a few months ago at the ranch that was out in a really wooded pasture, and she stepped on a tree branch a wrong way, and it flew up and actually punctured her lung, and she had to be put down a few days later. So it's a really sad story, but a good example of how horses are going to find things to injure themselves on. So you just want to make sure to clear the entire area. Removing those tree branches is a really good idea. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure that you scroll down, hit that like button, and subscribe. And Gunner and I will see you in the next video. Bye!